Hello. Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Her story has already come to an end.
I'm ResidentBeyond, and this is my review of Ninja Theory's Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. From the opening scene alone, you know that this is truly going to be a one-of-a-kind experience. From the whispering voices heard all around you, to how quiet the actual world seems to be. You know this is the calm before the storm. So grab a sword, hug your loved ones, and join me as we take this plunge into Helheim.
No one will judge her. No one will ever know.
One thing that really makes this game stand out above the rest is its seamless use of beautifully rendered character models and real-time video footage, to create a unique narrative that explores themes such as mental illness and the power of the human mind. Senua, who the player takes control of within the game, has a tragic backstory that will have you digging to uncover more. Her journey is not for the faint of heart and will stick with you long after the credits have rolled. Senua's Sacrifice does one thing that is almost, if not completely, unique to itself, and that is the developers actively wanted to simulate what it is like to experience hearing voices in your own head. You don't know which voice to listen to and which to ignore. It truly feels like you are falling into insanity. Ninja Theory has shown an incredible attention to detail. It is truly remarkable from the way the camera tilts and shakes, sorry for those who have motion sickness, to the whispers that you start to believe are coming from within your own head. This game offers a level of immersion that is rivaled by very few others.
I beg you. Let him go.
There isn't too much to say about the combat in the game, so I won't go too in-depth with it. But it is very similar to Sony's God of War reboot, but only on the surface. I would have liked to have seen a more in-depth combat system presented in the game, but what we do have serves its purpose of getting the narrative told. It is an over-the-shoulder action-based system that has a focus on timing and strategy to keep you engaged and make each encounter feel like a true test of skill. Each encounter will have you dodging and timing your attacks perfectly to gain the upper hand. But don't get too confident, because one slip up and Senua could be looking at the ever-looming threat known as the Dark Rot. Dark Rot is a mechanic added into the game that makes death have a meaning. If you do things recklessly and die, the rot will begin to spread from Senua's hand and up her arm. If the rot spreads too far, you will have to start all over. Fear not, though. I've played the game a ton, and have never had the rot get so bad that I had to restart. The boss fights are something that I think Ninja Theory just gets right, ranging from towering, powerful giants to being swift and agile, enough to almost feel like you're fighting a dance of death. Senua will encounter a variety of different bosses, and each one will have its own unique experience. Many of them are memorable and perfectly crafted. Be sure to keep an eye out for Fenrir and Hela. They're my favorites.
When we are always here. I guess it's the same with heights.
The sound design in the game is pretty great. There's a lot of ambient sound that pairs well with the voices and music. Sometimes it is just downright creepy walking in pitch blackness and hearing nothing but the distant drip of water or something shambling in the distance. Real hair-raising stuff. I know you may be wondering, is this guy gonna talk about the music? Well, of course I am. For a majority of the game, you are listening to voices within your head, but that doesn't mean there isn't a beautifully crafted soundtrack. Composed by David Garcia and Andy LaPluya. I'm a firm believer that music is the soul of a narrative, and man does it ever deliver. From its slow build-up to its high payoffs, this one definitely adds to the experience.
Getting closer. He can feel her coming closer.
Overall, Hellblade is going to be a timeless classic that unfortunately never got the attention it deserved. It innovated the way video game narratives could be told with its use of live-action filming of cutscenes and simulating mental illness. It's a game that will not only challenge you, but will move you and leave you in absolute awe of what the medium has become capable of. I recommend this game to anyone looking for a unique and unforgettable experience.